It is our wedding anniversary, April 21st. We've been married 2 years. Come here, baby, give me a kiss. Oh, we've been married. It is our anniversary, and I've got a special dish tonight. I'm going to be making Greek cinnamon stewed chicken. This is a dish in our family. When I was growing up, if you love someone, you made this dish for them, and so I'm making this for you tonight, honey. This is a dish that I grew up with. That I've, you know, it's a Greek
It's one of my
dish.
favorites.
It's one of your favorites, and I made some orzo here that's just got a little olive oil and some fresh oregano. I've got a beautiful little salad with some tomatoes and feta cheese, pepperoncinis, and a nice loaf of fresh baked bread. And I've already started my chicken, but first, guys, I want to show you all. Look what's happening over here. We have our cake. This is our wedding anniversary cake from last year. It's our wedding cake. Lexi from Sweetified is going to be on later, and she's going to talk about the 3 tips on making a great cake. But this cake is to die for, and we're going to have a little bit of that, right, honey?
Yes.
And then we have our wedding dresses over here. We have our wedding dresses here that we're going to actually put on, guys. We're going to get in these wedding dresses and say our vows again later. And
if people don't remember, too, we were on Say Yes to the Dress.
Oh, yes, that's right.
At Kleinfeld's, and it was probably one of the most magical experiences ever.
So I want to show you guys what I know you, if you follow me, you know I love to paint. I'm an oil painter, so I painted my wife a beautiful picture that I'm going to put a big gold frame around and make it really ornate and beautiful. Did you like it, honey?
I loved it.
And my wife sent me some beautiful gifts.
I can't wait to hang it up and frame it.
So let's get cooking, everybody. And we have 2 guests on today. They're a powerhouse couple. You guys are going to be so excited when I tell you who they are, and I'm going to wait for them to come on, and I'm going to tell you. But you probably saw it on the Instagram post. We promoted earlier today. We have Gabriele and we have Debi Mazar coming on. They are a power couple. They are fierce together. I mean, fierce. He is an amazing chef. Amazing chef. He's an Italian chef. She is an incredibly critically acclaimed actress. Funny as hell. She keeps me in, I mean, she makes my stomach hurt. I laugh so much with her. But they are such a fierce couple together, right, baby?
Oh, yeah.
And they're coming on. I mean,
they are all about love.
They are all about love.
So
they had
beautiful.
An incredible show on with their family. Their 2 girls called Extra Virgin that was on the Cooking Channel and Food Network for 6 years. That was amazing. I feel like we grew up. We learned about their family. She's been in incredible movies. Goodfellas I've probably seen 1,000 times. I mean, she was on Entourage. She's been in music videos. She's been in TV shows. She's been in incredible movies. I mean, he is an incredible, great chef that I can't wait to resume life.
Yeah, Gabriele, we need a couples cooking retreat.
Yeah, absolutely. So come on over here, honey. I'm gonna start this dish here while we wait on our friends to come on.
Our nephew's on, Max.
Oh, amazing. Hey, buddy. Hey, Max. What's up? That's our nephew in New York. They're hunkered down in New York right now. Manhattan.
And also, so many people are saying happy anniversary and hello.
Oh, so nice. So
it's
you guys,
really cool.
What I did to start this dish was I just took some chicken, and you could do a whole chicken or you could do chicken breast. I just took some chicken cutlets and I just added a little cinnamon rub, salt, cracked pepper to it, and I seared it earlier. So what you do is you sear it, you take it back out. I'm using the same pot.
It means to sear, because
if
it was me, I wouldn't know what searing means.
So you put it in a hot pan, or you could put it in the pot here. You could sear it. You put it on high heat. Put it in really quickly, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Get it nice and caramelized, and then you take it out. What I did was I take this out and I use the same pot because it's got all the juices in it already. It's got a lot of juices in it, and so I'm going to add in my garlic. I'm going to add in some onion. This was, to me, like these were the smells of my house.
Unbelievable.
This was the smell of my childhood. Garlic and onion together in olive oil, and extra virgin olive oil. This was my, I love the smell. It reminds me of home. It takes me instantly back to Jackson, Mississippi, walking in the door after school or after a practice or what have you.
What is this dish called in Greek again?
This is called Kota Kapama. Kota is chicken and Kapama is stewed. So stewed chicken is basically what we're doing, because we're going to simmer this for about an hour, and you just simmer everything together and it gets all these incredible juices together in it. And what I've got here is the onion, the garlic. Remember, this was the same pot that I seared my chicken in. So I've got some chicken, really good chicken flavor in here and juices. I'm going to deglaze with white wine going in. Deglaze with white wine.
And what does deglazing mean again?
Deglaze means when you've got all of this stuff on the bottom. You know, you guys see the brown stuff that kind of, when you caramelize onions and things like that, you get this thing, the stuff, the particles on the bottom of the pot. You want to get all that up into your sauce. So you want to kind of scrape that up. And what happens is when you add an acid like wine or tomato, that's what it does. It's help deglaze the pan, taking all of that glaze off the bottom and into your sauce. So it just means flavor. It's like a lot of added flavor.
I wish everybody could smell this right now.
Wow. This is incredible. So this is what you start with. So I'm going to burn off all the alcohol.
What kind of wine did you use? Somebody asked.
I used just a Chardonnay, a white wine for this. And because I'm using chicken, I used a white wine. If I were doing something with beef, I'd use a red wine, like a Pinot Noir or a Merlot or Cabernet.
But you could still use whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Like if you,
as long as you just put some, you know, something that's got an acidity to it, like a wine or tomato in it, you can deglaze with that. So that is absolutely whatever you have on hand. And also, I don't have any chicken stock in the house, so you know we haven't been to the store. So I'm going to use water in mine. My mom used tomato paste. I'm going to use like a tomato, cans of like diced tomato and puree. I'm going to put right in there. So I add that, and this is really the base of this sauce. And what you do now is you just get all of this tomato in there as well, and it starts adding this flavor. Now what I'm doing is just building flavor. This is all about building flavor. You know, and this is, I really wanted something tomatoey, something that was kind of Mediterranean. I knew that Debi and Gabriele were coming on today, so I wanted to give them a little, some of my, you know,
soul
Gabriele
food.
is Italian. I wanted to bring a little Greek into it and a little bit of some tomatoey, something yummy, so that they could really, I know they could relate to that because they're such, both of them. I mean, Debi is a really great cook too. Gabriele is an amazing chef. So I'm really excited to have them on and talk about what they have going on and anything else that's relevant, what's going on with them with homeschooling and everything that we've been talking about. You know, we're all on lockdown. We're all, you know, that's why I'm cooking dinner for all of you every night, because we're all in this together. And I wanted to be able to give you guys tips and advice and share recipes and what to cook when you only have, you don't have, you know, the chicken stock. So I'm using water, which is totally fine. So I'm going to add that in to keep making
so
my
many
sauce.
nice things. Like people said hello from Washington. People said happy anniversary.
Oh,
people are saying that I hope you last till the end of time.
Me too. That's a good one.
Somebody says
I
love using chicken thighs. Antoinette said she loves using chicken thighs for this recipe.
Chicken thighs are really the underused part of the chicken that to me is one of the best parts of the chicken. It's a dark meat, but they're so delicious and so tender when you cook them slowly and you cook them in a really great broth or sauce or even just sear.
Somebody said, what did you just put in the pot?
So I just put in my water because I don't have stock. Now what I'm going to do, so what I've got here is I've got the olive oil, I have my onion, my garlic, my oregano, tomato, white wine, and now I'm going to put in the chicken. This is the cinnamon stewed part. This is the cinnamon rub.
Did you put the cinnamon rub before you seared it or after you seared it?
Put it on before I sear it. So I put on 3 ingredients. I put cinnamon in equal parts, cinnamon, cracked pepper, and salt. And that's it. It's a real super simple
And you rub it in and then you sear it and then you take it out?
Yep. Sear it in the pan, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Because remember, you don't want to cook it too much because you're going to be simmering it in the sauce. So you can see I have it all simmering in the pot here.
Somebody said, I'm so glad I found you on here. I miss seeing you on the Food Network.
Oh.
That is so sweet.
That's so sweet.
Now you get to see her every night.
Yeah, every night. I mean, this is even better. You're here, I'm here live every single night. Nothing is taped except the weekends. I mean, we're live 5 days a week.
And you still answer, or you try to answer everybody or questions?
I try to answer, we try to answer, and I try to answer everybody that writes in. All of you guys, when you write in, all of those amazing things that you put out there, that energy you put out there, we try to answer to all of you because we love all of you. I feel like I have one of the best communities out there from all over the world. We get Brazil, we get Canada, we get
somebody from
Europe.
Ontario just said, I'm having Zaytar chicken tonight for supper.
Ooh, one of my favorites is Zaytar. It's one of my most favorite spices to work with, is that spice blend. It's unbelievable.
Somebody said hi from Louisiana.
Louisiana, love it, Bob.
Somebody said, what are you making? I just signed in.
I'm making a cinnamon stewed chicken. This is a dish from my childhood. We always made this. It's our anniversary, Nicole and I's anniversary. You see my big E on my shirt, my sweater. That's an E.
For my last name.
That's Nicole Ehrlich. Even though now it's Nicole Cora-Ehrlich.
That's right.
Ehrlich. And so I'm making, this was a dish I grew up on. This was the dish that when my parents had their anniversary, my mom always made this for my dad. It's really the dish. If you love someone, this is a perfect dish to make for them because it's all about love. And I put so much love into the dish.
Women's Alzheimer's Movement. Wham says hello.
Hey, Wham. How are you?
Maria
Shriver's on tomorrow night. So you guys all tune in. Tell everybody that is following you that Maria's going to be on tomorrow. So that is going to be amazing to have her on. And
somebody said, where do we live? Robert asked, where do we live? He's a friend of Debbie and Gab's.
I love that. We're in, right now we're in Santa Barbara. We're in Santa Barbara here at our home here.
And then Bama says hi from Pennsylvania. And
Pennsylvania.
Christina says hi from Oregon.
Christina, how are you, Christina?
Oh, we'll definitely come to Oregon.
For
sure.
Love Oregon. And I mean, listen.
Sweetified is on. She said she can't wait to chat after.
Gosh. The cake. Look at the cake. It is still, I'm telling you, it is still as moist. It still is tender. It is still is like decadent. I mean,
it's true. You can like push your fingers in it.
Oof. It's unbelievable. It's really incredible.
That is amazing.
All right.
Here, baby.
Well, here we
Here's
are.
a little taste. Here's just a little taste.
Oh my gosh. That cake is a year old, guys. I mean, we had it in the freezer, wrapped up. We brought it out for about 2 hours to let it thaw out. And it is like, she just made it yesterday. It is crazy. We're going to find out later what her secrets are. Lexi, we're going to ask you what your secrets are to making the perfect cake, because I'm telling you, I think it's the best cake I've ever had in my life. And I don't say that easy. I say that with, that's a big statement for me because it is that good. So, oh my God. All right, here we go. So what you're going to do now is I've got the chicken in there. And again, you can use chicken thighs, whole chicken. I happen to have some chicken cutlets in the freezer. I pulled them out. I started searing these, and I'm using the chicken cutlets tonight. They're going to fall off. They're going to fall apart when I put it on the plate. It's going to be so tender. And again, it's just a cinnamon, cracked pepper, and sea salt rub on it. It's got tomato. It's got, some good tomato in it, white wine, garlic, onion, oregano. It's all those good flavors that are one of my favorites that I grew up on. I mean, I've probably been eating this Greek cinnamon stew chicken from the time I could eat solids, because it's really been in our family that long. And it was one of my mom's go-to whenever we had a birthday or anniversary or special occasion, anything we had in our house, my mom made this pot of deliciousness. So this is a really special recipe for me. And what I do was, my dad always loved having some kind of pasta with it. Normally it was either two things. It was either orzo or it was elbow macaroni, which he loves that elbow macaroni. It's the kind of macaroni that you have in, mac and cheese, usually. So elbow macaroni, and then I love to make a little green salad with it. And then our friend Pascal, who we've talked about before, Pascal, you're probably on, she makes this incredible bread that she sends over. She just puts it in a delivery, sends it to our house. They drop it on the front doorstep every Friday, and it's amazing. So, all right. How we doing, honey? How we doing on time? Do we have Debbie coming on yet? And Gabriele? All right. And I
think so. I don't know how to get them on. I'm still so new to this.
I'm going to keep
But you have lots of people. Yeah, you have lots of people.
About what I'm doing.
How do you make your orzo? Somebody wants to know.
I just actually, by the box, you just put it, it's a pound of orzo. It goes into some boiling hot water. Make sure it's salted really well. And, it's really just, until it's al dente. I would say probably 10, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. Al dente, remember, it's going to cook faster than like a spaghetti or a other dry pasta that's larger, because this is small. This is like rice size. So basically, you want to just strain it, and then immediately I put it back in the pot, and I add extra virgin olive oil to it, salt it. Sometimes I add in some toasted garlic to it, oregano, and I just make sure I flake it really good. Make sure that with Orzo, you kind of have to flake it really well because it'll stick together. It's very easy to get pasta stuck together. So make sure as soon as you put pasta in the pot of water that you start stirring it. So it starts kind of forming its own little crust around, like a shell around itself. So it doesn't start sticking together, because the first thing pasta wants to do when it goes into hot water is do this. It comes together. What you want to do is keep stirring it around so it starts, breaking apart, coming apart in the water. And then once it's in there and it's been in there for a few minutes, then you're good. But you just got to keep stirring that, put the top on, cut the heat down to low, and then you'll have perfect pasta. Strain it when it's al dente. And each pasta cooks at different times. Orecchiette is different from spaghetti. Spaghetti is different from bucatini. Bucatini is different from fettuccine. So
Pascal's on. She says hi.
Hi, Pascal. Look at here. Look what I got here. Look at this. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. It was so funny. You guys, I gotta tell you this. We just did a TikTok yesterday that just doing a bundt cake. You guys got to go on TikTok and look. It's official Cat Cora. We got 55,000 views on me doing a bundt cake to vanilla ice. Okay, check it out. I mean, it is ridiculous. It's so fun.
Wow. Some Chef Lentz said, "Hey, Kat, I worked with you years ago at the old sheep herders in Old Chatham, New York."
Hey buddy, how are ya? That was a long time ago. That was amazing. So Melissa Kelly was the executive chef. We had this incredible, we had this little restaurant in this inn in Old Chatham, New York, and it was on a 500-acre sheep farm. And so we were making our own sheep's cheese, and we'd have lamb, and it was amazing. It was a really great experience. We made our own farms, we made our own bread, we made everything from scratch. We changed the menu every day, because it wasn't a big dining room. It was only like 20 seats. And so we changed the menu daily, and it was a great experience. I learned so much from there, and from Melissa Kelly, who's now in Maine, and she was with Larry Forgione for a very long time. That's how I met her, and it was just an amazing, amazing time. So, all right. This is going to be, I'm going to put the top on this, and you know what? We're going to let it simmer for a little while, and here we go.
I'm going to see if Lexi wants to join in real quick.
Okay,
Is that okay?
Yeah,
just
bring
to
Lexi
talk
on. Absolutely. Bring
she
her
was
on.
our contest winner. We did the contest with Candace Nelson
That's
for
right.
our wedding cake.
We did a contest for our wedding cake with Candace Nelson. We did it at the time. And we went on and we had 3 finalists.
Oh,
hey guys. How you doing?
You look great.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you. Look what we have
I
here.
can't believe it.
Look what we have
Oh
here.
my gosh, you guys. It looks
and it is
perfect.
so delicious,
Oh my
and
God,
still
it's
it's so
incredible.
dense and scrumptious. Like you could just
Oh
it
my
is
gosh.
perfect. I mean, it
Yeah.
is so delicious.
It looks the same. That's so funny. I'm so glad you have such a big chunk of it.
We still haven't. Yeah,
this.
we have a big
We
chunk of
ate
it.
our wedding cake, the whole thing last year, and then
Oh,
half
okay.
of it with the family
Yeah.
from the one that we had you send and ship to us.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
we're gonna eat this today. We are gonna
That
go
took a
in.
lot of restraint.
We are
guys.
going in,
We had a
honey.
lot of cake.
We're going in.
We had 3 birthdays. We have our anniversary. It's been a big cake month. So
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it's good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, so Lexi, we want 3 secrets on how to make the perfect cake.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I would say easiest thing you can do is use cake flour instead of all-purpose.
Okay.
Super simple switch, just swap it over. Cake flour is milled so much finer, just like the difference between granulated sugar and powdered sugar. Same sugar, just super, super fine. So that's gonna help make your cake a lot lighter. Another great tip you can do that takes no extra effort is when you're beating together your butter and sugar,
Okay.
whip the snot out of it. Like whip it, just let it go.
Okay.
It'll be
Just
super
whip
light
it.
and
Just
fluffy.
keep whipping it.
Yeah, just keep let the mixer go for like 5 minutes. So it'll be
Got it.
super fluffy. That really helps just incorporate it and get lots of air in there. And another thing that I do is I swap a lot of the fat with the egg yolks, and I just use whites. And then you get a lot fluffier cake. This cake that you guys have, no yolks. It's all egg white.
That means we can eat more.
Yes, less fat.
All egg whites. No egg whites. I can eat half of that.
Yeah, totally. So that's a good tip, because then you can just beat in all the air, and then it makes the cake so much fluffier.
That's why it's so airy, because I will say this, the one thing that blew our minds about your cake was the lightness of it, and the moisture was incredible. And that makes perfect sense with the butter and the sugar, whipping that. Because we can taste that in the way that the icing is. The icing isn't super heavy. It's very light. It's very airy. I mean, it's like, I'm telling you, the best cake I've ever had in my life.
What was that experience like for you when you entered the contest? And
it was so much fun. I entered, I think the deadline was Valentine's Day, or right around Valentine's Day, which was my birthday. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to enter this on my birthday. It's going to be so fun. And then it was such a surprise to be able to go and be on Pickler and Bend. That was like such a huge bonus. Yeah. We had so much fun. And then your wedding was like off the charts. I think about it all the time. It was the most beautiful, beautiful place. You guys are so obsessed with each other. It's just so inspiring. I love it.
We are happily codependent. And we don't mind saying that.
Isn't that the best?
It was such a treat to have you there.
It was amazing. And you brought the idea of keeping the cake completely white and then giving the kids these edible markers to mark on a note for us. And
they wrote the nicest things on the cake for us. Like I have all the little. It was so beautiful.
That was really, really precious. They were so sweet. They just went to town. It was like a little coloring book.
Well, it was absolutely memorable. The cake, we're going to be thinking about you when we're having this tonight. It's incredible. We'll be asking next year. We have to have another one.
I know. You'll eat it up.
This is a tradition.
Good, guys.
If people wanted your cakes or wanted to, just see all the work that you've done, how can they find you?
Oh, yeah. Click on my Instagram. It's just sweetified.cakes. There's tons of pictures there. My profile picture is me with your wedding cake. So you can see me there. But yeah, you can go there. There's lots of fun stuff to see. And I've been we've had so many wedding cancellations for the next couple months that I have perfected shipping cakes. We can do it. So it's really nice because then,
for everybody out there.
Yeah, our brides that have canceled, I can still send them something fun like to open for their wedding day, and they still get cake. So that's been really fun. Yeah.
That's amazing. So where can they find you? Say it one more time.
So my Instagram is sweetified.cakes.
Sweetified.cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetified. Just like classified, but sweetified.
Yeah. I love that.
And yeah, I'm over there.
Because we want you to have, we want you to be able to,
one more piece, baby.
Oh, wow, she's trying to get me.
Yeah, happy.
That's right.
Oh, my God. It's so ridiculous.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Oh, my God.
Thanks so much. This is so fun.
Today.
Thanks, Lex. We love you.
Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Bye. Thanks. Debbie is in the house.
Hey, girl. Debbie's in the house.
Debbie's in the house.
Hi. Oh my God.
Hey, you showered for us.
Finally, hi.
Hi.
Happy anniversary.
Oh my gosh. You're amazing. Oh my God.
Raise your glass. You need your glass, honey.
We love you guys.
Oh, here. For now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sorry, I was trying to get on. I was trying to get on, and basically it didn't say like Cat Cora Live, so I ended up having to like go onto your account and press your picture. So here we are.
You guys, listen. I gave you like a big old introduction, but let me tell you something. You guys are an amazing, fierce couple. I'm telling you, Gabriele, you're such a talented freaking chef. Debbie, you're a critically acclaimed actress, been on music videos, TV, movie, everything. You've done everything. I mean, we have followed you for so long. We met years ago, and I mean, I know we've been talking offline. I want to start off by saying I'm so happy that you're healthy. You were one of the first people that we knew to get coronavirus, and you're healthy now. Everything's good.
Everything's good. When I was symptom free about 3 weeks ago, I applied to go to Mount Sinai Hospital in New York City to donate plasma. They didn't get back to me, and today I got the phone call that I'm going to get my antibody test, which is through blood, and then if I have the antibodies, we'll do plasma, and my blood can save 2 lives.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
And I was numbered 7,373. So the outpour of people that have tested positive to try to help people through plasma, which has been done since the Spanish flu times. For polio, etc. It's an amazing thing, and it does work supposedly. So we're hoping that I can help people. But in any case, I'm better. And what's so sad is in New York, we can't get tested again. He hasn't been able to get tested, nor my kids.
Well, unless you're sick, there's no point. Like, because we live together, and I mean, I've heard stories of even friends that when they have a loved one that has been tested positive in Italy, they got basically sealed in one room for 2 weeks. Food has been passed through the door. Bathrooms have been bleached and cleaned in between. I'm not gonna. I mean, it's ridiculous to say, but I couldn't do 2 weeks away. And by the time that she was sick, I thought that I would have been sick already, or I mean, we're kissing. And
we live in a small New York place.
You can't help it.
Self-isolate. So every time I would use the bathroom, which is a small bathroom, it's like from the 1800s. So you have a shower, it's a clawfoot tub with a plastic curtain, a sink, and a toilet. It's like you just move around, and we share it with our kids. So I would bleach everything down, even being sick. But of course, the germs are in my house. So I hope my family got immunity. I won't know until we get a test done. But I'm here. I survived. I'm so happy.
We're so happy for you guys, because obviously I was reaching out a lot. I know we were really worried about you, so I'm so happy to hear that. And we talked earlier today, and you guys have. When I say that you guys are such a fierce couple. First of all, Debbie, you make me laugh until my stomach hurts. Gabriele, I cannot wait till we resume life again, so we can all connect and we can all cook a meal together, because I know how amazing you are as a chef. I feel when you guys were doing your show on the Cooking Channel and Food Network, I felt like we got to know about your family and your daughters, and how was homeschooling, how was being in New York and quarantining, how is that going for all of you? I know you have a daughter that's a senior, a daughter that's going to graduate middle school.
They have a lot of good food.
Yeah, well,
I know you have a lot of good wine and food.
The interesting for us that was. There's a positive aspect and the negative, that our self-isolating has been longer than most people, is that I speak constantly with my friends and my family in Italy. So when I saw how things were going there, I mean, it only felt normal that New York and the West Coast and cities like San Francisco and LA were going to have those kind of problems. So for 2-3 weeks before even the schools closed here, we started shopping, getting the extra can, getting the extra toilet paper, a little bit. And then before they closed the schools here officially, we told our kids not to go for 2-3 days prior.
Wow, that's amazing.
Really smart.
And then I have my sourdough starter, and I'm okay.
I mean, he's making fresh bread every day. He makes fresh bread. We reuse our leftovers. If we have stew one night, we make a beef stew, the next day he'll add a tomato sauce, do the sofrito, the whole tomato thing, and create it into a wonderful pasta sauce.
Yesterday we celebrated 420. I started making French fries, cut fresh, and at 10 a.m. we had breakfast, lunch, and afternoon snack, all with different batches of Belgian French fries.
I'm gonna weigh 500 pounds when this shit's over.
I love that.
But at least I'm alive.
You're alive.
I'm alive.
You're alive. So raise your glass. Doesn't eat
I'm
bread.
raising glass.
Doesn't matter.
You should show them what you made in their honor and ours.
Yeah.
What are you
Made
cooking?
okay, so this is my cinnamon stewed chicken. This is a dish that's been in my family forever. We, my family's Greek American, and so I made something that was, very Mediterranean because I was thinking about you guys. I know you're how your family's doing great, right? Your family's doing great.
My mom and my brother, they're in the farm. That's the good part. They have the spaces, so they can walk around. They have heard wolves that came down the mountains. They're
Wolves.
getting wolves. Yeah.
Wolpe.
We're close to some mountains, and they don't come often because there's too much traffic and people around.
And
now we have wolves and foxes, and it's a good way of isolating.
Yeah, that's
nice. And what's been so great is that all the nature's coming back out. Like the dolphins are going back into Venice. All the wild animals are going into towns. The birds here in Brooklyn are out, and there's a certain beauty in slowing down. Yeah, and I really love that. It teaches you what you do. You don't need what you can do without, how to save money, what you don't have to have certain things in your life anymore. And it's afforded me the time to spend really quality time because I've got teenagers, and teenagers are, especially in New York, they jump in the subway and they're out. So at least
peace out. They have wheels.
Here together.
Absolutely.
I mean, once I found out I was positive, I had to do like a hardcore quarantine where we didn't even go to the grocery store. And what was so beautiful is our neighbors at the pharmacy, the local grocery store would just bring us stuff. Not even charge me, like, oh my God, what can we bring you? I got gift baskets from people. I got amazing
We
shit.
have opened the door of the house and found, bottles with names that we kind of I had to go on LinkedIn to figure out who those people were. I didn't know.
Sweet.
And discovered neighbors that just heard, from 2 blocks over that we were sick, and
So
they're
nice.
Then, let's get them drunk.
Like Easter cakes and bottles of alcohol.
Isn't that amazing what something like this, the goodwill that comes out of people when we can slow down and we're not so under so much pressure that we can actually spend some quality time with our family and our spouses and our, and our kids, and we relax. We're so uplifted.
I hope that this has demonstrated, how much pressure usually the workforce, especially office workers, go through, the single mother, the people that have kids on schedules. This moment has shown that there are other ways to work, to be in life. Like we still are productive to a degree.
Right.
And I hope that as we come back, people will have more opportunities to work from home, spend more time with their families, because ultimately, I mean, look, it has been, tough, but Deborah went through it. And because my oldest daughter is going to start college next year, the other one, and there's so much going on, we're cherishing this month together, even if we're getting fatter, and we haven't gotten onto each other.
He's not.
We haven't gotten onto each other's nerves yet.
And happy. That's how we said
you guys are the most gorgeous couple ever.
Thanks. Another thing I want to tell your fans is that people at home with COVID, there's a lot of things you can drink and do holistically. One thing that I've been doing every day is I take fresh thyme, fresh oregano, and fresh mint. I add a little bit and I put it in a pot. I boil it for 4 minutes. I put the top on, let it steep, and it makes a wonderful, it doesn't taste so great, but you add a little honey, and you just drink hot liquids, lemon. Most people with COVID they need to take, they can't taste anything, so it's great at that time to eat chunks of raw garlic.
If you're positive, if you don't know, you just want to enjoy quarantine, there's French fries, bread with Nutella, whiskey.
There's that.
Yeah, that's her diet.
No, really, when I was sick, I would try to take, fresh ginger, lots of lemon, constant tea. The virus supposedly doesn't like hot. So you always drink warm teas, take a steam, put your face over a hot pot of water. You're getting a facial at the same time. Yeah, you're breathing in stuff. And so, I like to go back because all of this is bringing us back to the basics and what they did in times of the plague in the Renaissance period. It's been documented of certain things that they would do. I mean, I obviously wearing like an amulet around your neck that's some perfume, like, but you can get thieves
We're all
oil.
using, you know, we all have some protection.
We have our protections on, but like,
good.
but thieves
all
oil.
good.
She has her idiot protection on her shirt.
Oh yeah,
it's all good. I love those remedies too, because you're right. It does go back to, I mean, I know my aunts and grandmother and who were, you know, because my family's from Skopolis in Greece, and every day they'd get up and they would drink, you know, a little olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, or they would have, you know, those kinds of remedies, and it was a fix-all in a lot of ways. In a sense, it was a healthy, you know, healthy for your body. And even if you have it, that's great tips, because they did tell us that, you know, we have heard reports that, you know, hot is good. Hot is good. Hot liquids. But even if you're just trying to stay healthy and keep your immunity up, I think those are great tips.
But eating garlic,
I mean, like, I've also like taken oregano oil capsules and zinc, but also I think also staying in a very good mindset and staying positive.
Sure.
Even through my sickness, I would just get bored of like only being in bed. When I had the 10 days of fever, I was in bed, but like now I'm the housekeeper. You know, I'm a mom, obviously, but I'm cleaning, as you know, like crazy. It's like, you know,
that's
like
insane.
Like
the amount of cleaning.
The amount of cleaning and just doing projects of going like, oh my God, like what's in this closet, and opening the closet and going, wait, why do I have all this shit? And it's been a very good way to purge, to clean out, to feel like, you know, let me use this time proactively, you know, do some sit-ups, or like he actually, I've been doing sit-ups, you asshole. I've been doing sit-ups. Not on you, but I've been doing it on my own.
Forgot that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You just put your weights outside on the side of the house.
I put my weights out. I work out every day. I do something, and it's like,
it heals your mind.
It does. And I've been, you know, projects are great. I've been writing a lot. I've been painting. I just painted this for my wife. I love to oil paint, so I just painted this for my wife for our anniversary
nice.
today, that I'm going to put a big gold frame around. And so anything that
she got my crack right.
Oh, there you go. It's right up to your spine. I can see your spinal column.
Oh my God. But okay, so Debbie, I want to know, you said you have a surprise. I want to hear what's going on.
Well, basically I have one, I mean, I'm going back to production on Younger. Apparently, like, this clears up. So that'll happen when things open up. We're all waiting. Like I was supposed to go back to work on the 24th of March. Start shooting on the 30th, and that all went, you know, by the wayside because of COVID. But I have a show that I shot in Spain 2 years ago that for whatever reason they couldn't make it to Netflix. There was some political stuff going on, but it's called Arde Madrid. It's going to be on the network called MHZ, which I think you can get through Amazon Prime.
Beautiful.
You can look it up and figure it out. But it's 1960, the Franco era, shot in black and white, and it's a comedy. It lasts 8 episodes, half an hour each, and it comes out on May 5th. And
May 5th.
It was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I had to learn Castilian Spanish. I also learned how to speak without a New York accent. People have been waiting for this show, and I've been waiting too, because I wanted to show my friends what I did. And it's so wonderful. Pedro Almodovar gave us his blessing. A lot of people
That's
shot
huge.
it, worked on it. And and it's really well done. All the best actors.
Was that your little accent? Was that your accent?
Yeah, he lost me for 3 months, but I got nominated and in Spain. And I learned Spanish.
That's incredible.
We're
gonna promote
something
the hell out of it.
Say something.
Give us some Spanish.
Say one thing.
Yo soy Debi, ¿qué pasa contigo? But
that's Puerto Rican. She's being Puerto Rican.
Absolutamente. Pero here's the thing, like, I speak with a Puerto Rican accent. I had to speak Castellano. So habitación. With the TH. I have since forgotten some of it. But because also he expects me to always speak Italian. So now I speak It's Italian and Spanish
I'm so
combined.
lucky. That is so amazing.
I don't
two
expect.
languages.
I just hope that you talk less.
You want me to stop talking?
No,
I talk too
I
much.
talk a lot too.
I wake up in the morning.
I talk a lot.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I open my eyes and like for 20 years he's brought me Bustelo coffee every morning from the how you call that thing?
The mocha
awesome.
machine?
From the Bialetti pot, the mocha machine. For 20 years he brings me coffee in bed, and
That's
he
amazing.
sits there and stares out the window like quiet. He's zen, and I'm like, oh my god, did you know? And he's like, shh, quiet. He wanted to marry tall, dark, and
quiet.
And he married.
I got blonde, short, and loud.
He married blonde, short, and loud. I mean, I'm not blonde by. I'm blonde by.
At times you're blonde.
Now I'm gray. Check this shit out. Wow.
You're gorgeous.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
amazing. You know what?
I'm kind of embracing it. I'm like, whatever. I don't feel like
you should embrace it. You look amazing.
I'm not doing my own. I know how to do my own color, but I'm gonna miss stuff
She
in the
asked me
back.
if I wanted to try. I don't want the responsibility.
No, but you know what happens is the gray grabs black, and I'm trying to keep my hair brown. Like my hair's brown. So I just like, I'm just waiting. I like the fact that we're just trying to put things on pause.
Yeah.
How did you guys do the 3 months? I would never be able to be away from you, honey, for 3 months. I don't think so. I don't think I would.
The funny thing is that she was also in production and with the time difference, so it was really, really hard to communicate.
Oh, wow.
When I was driving the kids to school, she was at work. When the kids were going to bed, it was
hard because we couldn't even really communicate.
It was like a detox.
That was hard.
I mean,
it was like being in your own spa. You take away the element and then you
Oh my
it,
God.
And for me, like I raised children. I was offered jobs in my career where I would have to go fly and be away from them earlier, where my kids are about to get their period or whatever. I'm like, no, you know what? I signed up to be a mom, and I'm going to turn this job down because I want to work.
Good for you.
In my own city. And I really sacrificed a lot of work to be able to stay at home. My children were at the age where I said to my husband, can you please let me do this role because it's so challenging. It's such a wonderful thing. And then he's like, yeah, go. And I got to be living in Madrid, and that was like so incredible.
Madrid is amazing.
Yeah. So, I had, as an adult, as somebody in her 50s, I got to have like a real new life experience, meet new friends. I had a country fall in love with me. I fell in love with the country. I made new friends. I got to act my ass off, which I don't get to do a lot of times in America because they appreciate women of age. And I was actually playing 10 years younger, but because Ava Gardner was in her 40s.
Incredible. I love that.
Yeah, well done, and so people got to watch it. So May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, you got to tune in.
We are.
And here's another little tip for people is that you can watch my show in 4 hours on this network. You can sign up for like a week for free.
Oh, we're binge watchers.
We're binge watching
it. Cancel that shit when it's over, and you can watch my shit in one day.
We're going to be watching it, and it's going to be
How
one
it's
day.
done.
I'm sure the network is
promoting the hell out of it.
but it's the truth.
We're going to promote the hell out of it. So
thank you.
We will definitely do that. Okay, last thing I want to ask you guys, what is the 3 secrets to a great marriage for you guys? You're as passionate as we are, so I know you got something up your sleeve. Give everybody
3
some advice.
secrets. Okay, never go to bed mad.
Okay. 1.
You go to bed mad?
No, never. That's not
okay.
possible.
We don't go to bed mad.
That's
we
good.
Talk it out. Bring back extroversion. They just said yes. We're gonna do something, people. Eventually.
We should all do it together.
Don't overthink.
Compromise.
Don't overthink it. I mean, I always knew that I wanted to be married and have a family. I always thought that my girl would have been of a certain kind, and I got her.
This.
Which is
what you fucking
it's exceptional.
You guys are
That's not what I meant. But ultimately, there's something that happens when you're together and you're married.
Answer the question.
I don't overthink it. You bitch out, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
He's really patient, and we learn to bite our tongue. We talk, and and we try to travel and have great
Nutella
experiences.
and whiskey and weed. And
No, but we try to have experiences with the kids and travel and compromise and just kind of like go, okay, and like certain things will pass. You know, we have issues with each other. Yeah. And when we have real issues, we just sit down and we talk. I think talking and communicating is like the best thing.
You know, one of the things that happened to us is that we do not have extended family around us. We didn't have it in LA, and we don't have it here in New York.
We don't either.
In the good or in the bad, it's just us four, always, whatever happens. And there's no way that you can really go through life unless you really, you know, set aside differences and just learn to, you know, embrace what life is giving you, in, you know, even in what sometimes don't steal my flowers.
And we give each other we give each other flowers. Okay. We're very thoughtful. He cooks for me.
Yeah.
He brings me tea. I do things for him. Like,
and we have dreams, and that's the other thing. We do have a real list of things that we are actually doing. And you know and doing and
that's important too, to dream together, that it's not, there's so much more that we want to do in this lifetime. And I will say that I have to add one thing that you guys didn't say, but I know that you couldn't be as passionate if you didn't have lots of sex like we do. So
well, you know, yes, we try,
but we also live in Brooklyn, you know,
we have to like hide because you know, like our kids
quarantine.
Our kids know what's
it's
up.
It's not good for day sex, man. Fucking quarantine.
Yeah, we can't have day sex.
At least
shut the door.
Yeah, it's
But also, I have to say that I know that sex is important, but I think also the kind of companionship and compassion that you can have with each other.
You have to like each other a lot.
I think that like people go through phases of having sex or not. I almost said the word fucking, but I think it's important for people to realize that it's not always 100.
It's weird, like when you have sex in a relationship, sex is not important. It's part of the things that make the relationship. When you don't have it, then you kind of like you want it.
You gotta like each other.
When you have sex and it's part of the relationship, it is like having meals together. It's like talking. It is part of what keeps you together.
It's human nature.
And it's fun.
You gotta like each other. You guys like each other a lot. You love each other. We feel the same way. That's why we after this, when we resume life again, we're all gonna be cooking either in Brooklyn or LA or both.
Yeah, we'll come visit. Or you can come visit us in Florence too.
Again, Florence, even better.
Yeah.
We'll be you guys Florence, and then we'll be in Skopolis. You guys come visit us in the Greek Islands.
Oh yes.
Done.
I'm there. Done.
Yes.
That's how good ideas to start. Wonderful.
Well, and also amazing. Fans, I've been looking at some of the comments, and they're like, there's so many great comments, which obviously I can't speak to right now because I know
they come in so fast. But
they come in so fast.
Everybody though is saying how much they love you both.
Yeah,
the
nicest thing.
But we'll get another show going. I don't know where it's going to be, but we'll figure it out.
Please.
So now we're going to go feed our children because for us, it's almost 9 p.m. and it's online learning tomorrow. So I got to feed them.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Somebody said this, and it's true. The King and Queen of New York.
Yes, I'll take it.
Yes.
Good. I love that one.
Big kisses to both you. Happy anniversary. Thanks for having us on.
You guys are the best.
And we'll come back whenever you want.
Stay strong.
And I'll return the favor.
And stay healthy.
We will.
Yes.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys.
Bye. Bye. Oh my God, they're so amazing. I mean, so incredible. What a great couple. So fun, so funny. And hey, everybody.
So real.
So real, which I love. That's what I love about it. Authentic, just authentic and so talented, both of them. All right, so we know May 5th, we're going to be watching for Debi's series, and we're going to be promoting it. I'm going to recap what I'm doing, everybody. So it's our anniversary. We're about to go renew our vows, put our dresses on, right, honey?
Yes, baby, here are our dresses.
Have a little loving, and then I made this great cinnamon stew chicken, Greek cinnamon stew chicken. I'm going to put some orzo with it. We have some beautiful fluffy orzo here. I've got a beautiful little salad with some heirloom little tomatoes, feta cheese, little pepperoncinis, and of course, our fresh baked bread from our friend Pascal. Hey, I'm going to say thank you to Lexi. I mean, the cake is
Sweetified
to
Bakery.
die for. Sweetified. And thank you to Gabriele and Debi Mazar. You guys
One
are
more, baby.
awesome.
One more.
One more. Oh, she's trying to give me some love. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Are you gonna plate this?
Oh, I am sure I'll plate it. Absolutely. I think it's close because I just did the breast. Remember, the chicken breasts aren't going to take as long. The cutlets won't take as long as the whole chicken because it's you know. But I definitely like it to go for a little while. Simmer it, get all that flavor in there. I'm gonna do a couple of chicken breasts here with a little sauce on it, little sauce, and there we go. Oh, it's so good. And then if you have any, you know, you could put a little bit of you could grate some Parmesan or Pecorino on it, or even a little, if you have some Greek cheese out there, some Mazitra is a really good grating cheese. That's what we would put on it, a little Mazitra, which is a lot like Pecorino, an Italian Pecorino cheese. And there you have it, everybody. And we got some orzo, beautiful bread, salad. This is it, baby. This is a romantic meal.
Don't you usually put something green on
Okay,
the
you
top?
can put a little lettuce leaf on it for a garnish. Okay, there we go. That's our homemade garnish. Whoops, it's a little hot. Okay, let me get a nice pretty one for you, baby. There we go. All right, little lettuce leaf. Wow, that's the first time I've used a lettuce leaf for garnish, but it works. And you guys are amazing. We're going to go celebrate our second wedding anniversary in a few minutes. And thank you all for being here. This was an amazing day. What an incredible, I mean, this was so fun. Wasn't it, honey?
It's unbelievable.
I can't wait to just give
You
you
are
a
my
big
fairy
kiss,
tale.
and you're my fairy tale. To my wife, Nicole.
I love you.
And to all of you out there, I'm giving you a big food hug. See you tomorrow night. We have on Maria Shriver tomorrow night is coming on, and that is going to be incredible. Mwah.